Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews, back again with an international beer. So this time we've got KONRAD'S Stout by Lervik, and they're out of Stavanger, which is southwest of Oslo, the capital in Norway. I've had this beer before, but it was a long time ago. It's like your classic, like Russian Imperial Stout, 10.4%. Not a bad beer to have on a Tuesday night. So yeah, let's get into it. I've got my elegant glass again. And my dog is snoring behind me. One thing with this is I've just read that they have a barrel aged version. I'd love to try that. So yeah, it's an old classic Russian Imperial Stout, KONRAD'S. It's been around for a while now. And yeah, like we've been getting it in Australia, especially over Good Beer Week. We get it quite often for our like Scandinavian tap takeover at Beer Mash. Quite often they'll have it on tap. And then there'll be a few places that'll get cans of it. It's always in the real small, like whatever size this is, 330 ml. I don't know if they usually have it in like bottles or bigger cans, but that's how we've always got it. So yeah, pours jet black. Probably a medium body, I reckon, maybe medium to full. One finger head, slightly tan. Yeah, it's got that look like it's very smooth, like velvety, quite luscious, really. But yeah, one of my mates, Craig from Kent Beer Reviews, he's just informed me that they actually had this in supermarkets in the UK, which surprises me because it's always been such a fine beer. So it's pretty cool that you could get it like it's that readily available. So yeah, let's go a whiff. And cheers to everyone that's joined. So you're getting chocolate, coffee. It's roasty, but not in your face. I'm actually getting like quite a bit of dark fruit. And you're getting that sort of like licorice molasses sort of thing. But yeah, it's not probably as roasty and bitter on the aroma from what I remember. Let's see how it goes on the palate. Cheers, peeps. Looking forward to this one. Oh, I don't know if I said the percentage. 10.4. So yeah, good night, Irene. Yeah, it's still got that roast on the palate. Yeah, it's like dark chocolate, coffee. Yeah, getting big licorice vibes. The dark fruit, not so much on the flavour as the nose. It's got that sort of, that oily medium body. It's definitely not too thick. It's about it's about what you'd expect. Like, there's no way you'd think it's 10.4% though. Like, it's not sessionable, but like it drinks lower than what it is. It's a damn fine Russian Imperial. Can you hear my dog snoring? Who's in the chat? Bulk, how are you, brother? Good to see you again. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you again, mate. Hope all's well, brother. Yeah, I love these like roasty stouts where there's no adjuncts. It's just all about the beer, the base, and yeah, you're not having all these like different flavours added. There's nowhere to hide. It's either a good beer or a bad beer. And this is good. Yeah, it's like, I'd say sort of mild roastiness. Bitterness about the same. The more you drink it, you're sort of getting like a biscuity, like maybe like toffee brown sugar sort of note. But yeah, it's definitely more like coffee and dark chocolate. Yeah, I'd definitely say medium body. I can't believe they had this in UK supermarkets. That's insane. If I could get this in Aussie supermarkets and it was like a reasonable price, I'd have it in the fridge all the time. It's a classic, especially like in the winter time. Those Norwegians, they know how to do their dark beers. And they're not too bad with the smoky stuff either. Yeah, it drinks very well for the percentage. I'm going a little top up. Yeah, definitely medium body. I like that slightly tan head, especially the fact too that it's like a non-adjunct stout. I remember that, pardon me, I remember Moondog, one of our breweries in Melbourne. They organised a festival, I think it was called Moondog and Friends, and they had a heap of like breweries from around the world, especially Southeast Asia. But I remember Lervig were there, and it was unreal because like the head dude from Lervig was there behind the bar serving, and like they just had all these incredible beers, like especially really good dark beers. And yeah, it just blew me away, like because you had all these like random sort of Southeast Asian breweries that were just starting out and on the rise and that. But yeah, just the fact that Lervig were there all the way from Norway, like it was incredible. And he was a good dude as well. Like I remember sharing a beer or two with him. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you. I'm just enjoying a 10.4% Impy Stout. Yeah, it's one of those ones like cold night, sitting by the fire, tucking into one of these bad boys. If you had a cigar, even better. Damn fine stout. And yeah, I love the fact that it's a classic that's just kept going on, kept its name. It's always been strong, reliable that you can keep going back to. Yeah, I've definitely got to try the barrel aged version. That'd be nice. I'm assuming it's bourbon barrel aged. It's probably around the 12% mark. Yeah, it does look the part, and it tastes it as well. Cheers, Tanner, brother. Miss you guys. Haven't hung out with you for ages. I've finally got some days off, and I'm not working mornings or arvos, so I'll be able to finally jump on some panels again. Because yeah, it's been a long time. I feel like I've been out of the loop now for a while. But yeah, I'm drinking KONRAD'S Stout, which is an old classic Russian Imperial by Lervig out of Norway. And yeah, I remember like when I first got into craft beer, this was a beer that was sort of available. They've got one called Three Bean Stout. If you ever see Three Bean Stout, get around it. It is phenomenal. It's probably similar to this, but it's got like pretty sure it's vanilla, tonka bean, and like cocoa bean. So damn good. If you can get a good batch of that, very enjoyable. Yeah. I did a Japanese craft beer before. That was pretty cool. And yeah, it was really good as well. Like top level hazy. The only thing that let it down, it had a really like light body, but just the hop characteristic was phenomenal, like nose and palate. Yeah, that can artwork is pretty sick. So yeah, one thing I've found, I don't know what it is with Scandinavian breweries, especially Norwegian. I just find they do stouts really damn good. Whether it's like I don't know, just the malts they're able to get up there, or they perfect the dark beers because of the shit cold weather. Like that's what people lean towards. Yeah, I've just always found the stouts, especially that come out of Scandinavia, they've always just been like really high quality. Oh, well, there you go, boys. You're close to each other. I always love just seeing the interaction of people in the chat, like getting to know others, and yeah, it's cool. It's a cool world, YouTube. Most of the time, it's cool. It can be shit at times, but it's rad when it like brings people together from like different regions of the globe, and you might come across someone that you only live like half an hour away from, and like yeah, shit like that's cool. I actually have a Norwegian subscriber. It'd be cool if he chimed in while I'm drinking this. I mean, most people probably have subscribers from different regions, but I'm only new and small, so I just thought it was cool to have a guy from Norway that pops in every now and then. But yeah, I'm getting through this way too quickly. I'll be bouncing off the walls soon. Good old Rhode Island. Drive from one side to the other in 5 minutes. It's a good part of the world up there in the northeast of America. Looks like plenty going on. Was it rough, buddy? I've heard Providence can be quite rough at times. One thing we were discussing, I was talking about it with Drewy. At the moment, there's obviously people in the chat, right, interacting with each other, and I know yous are there and stuff. But for some reason, it'll say up the top that there's 0 people. And Drew had the same thing happen yesterday or the day before. Like, it's so weird. It's like YouTube's or StreamYard, as Drewy says, is slightly janky. There'll be people like chatting, and you know that there's at least a handful there, and then, yeah, it'll come up on no one's watching. It's like, what the hell's going on? On the last legs now. But yeah, this bad boy, out of 5, I reckon. I mean, it's a classic Russian Imperial. It's got no adjuncts. It was reasonably priced as well, which comes into account. Like, that's good. I'm going to say 4.3 out of 5. I really want to try the barrel age one. That'd be awesome. Pardon me. Yeah, I honestly think this still holds up compared to a lot of Russian Imperials out there. It doesn't have that real thick motor oil like body, but for the price, yeah, like the malt bill and that's probably not as big as a lot of them out there, but yeah, flavour wise, I don't know, it's good, solid, it's quite decent. Goodbye. And yeah, being the classic that it is, and Lervig are a relatively large brewery, I feel like most people could get a hold of this. So yeah, definitely give it a go. But as I said, if you come across the 3 bean stout from these guys, give that a go for sure, because that's phenomenal. I'll have to try and get that and do a review. So yeah, what did I say? 4.3, 4.2? I can't remember. But yeah, Lervig KONRAD'S Stout. Whoever Conrad is, he's a bloody legend. So yeah, cheers peeps for chiming in, and we'll see you on the next one.